Hello again, it's Mr. Pete, your YouTube shop teacher, here again with another one of my short subjects. It is number 22, and I will be repairing a Lufkin Mighty Mite magnetic indicator holder. So let's begin. You might recall in a recent video I talked about this little magnetic holder, which is totally botched up by Bubba. And it was given to me by a dealer at a gun show. He just said, you can have that. And I didn't really want it. But I thought, well, might make a little quick project out of this because, you know, I've got a bunch of these. This one is marked Lufkin Mighty Mite. I think a lot of different companies had these badged as different products. But anyway, what has happened here is that apparently this little item got too near a torch because this is aluminum and it got melted. Now, actually, it's still usable, but barely, and it's super ugly, so I plan on making a new aluminum nut that will look just like this one because they are interchangeable. This might be a total waste of time because it's really not worth anything. Since the dealer, who knows prices, happened to give it to me, he didn't even want it. This is brass. However, it's not brass on the other one, so I don't know why. I will clean that up a little bit. Again, it's not labeled. And the torch did a little bit of discoloration here as well. So that's a 7/16 ball, but who cares, really? The thread is, this is a 1/2-20 nut. Is a common thread. And this is 1-inch diameter aluminum, so I will be taking 1-inch diameter and knurling it. That's the very first step in the order of operations here, and then we'll do some drilling and tapping and cutting off and facing. I think it'll be an easy one. Probably could make it in 10 minutes if I didn't have to film it. Again, the order of operations, knurling first because that is something you may botch up. So why waste all these other steps and then have to throw away that piece? And this is only a 1/2 inch thick, so it doesn't take much material. But after knurling, I will drill a 3/8 hole all the way through. That's the clearance hole. And then this is 29/64. It's the tap drill size for 1/2-20. And I'll go in with a plug tap and finish off with a bottoming tap. And then we can cut it off to length. Let's go to the lathe. The work is chucked up in a 3-jaw chuck on the Clausing 12-inch lathe. And I have here a Brown & Sharpe knurling tool. Do not use one of these or you will spend the rest of the day in bed eating Twinkies and pouting because they are worthless. Slow speed, back gears, and I like to use WD-40 for my lubricant. Or cutting oil, I should say. Starter drill. Three-eighths drill. (29/64) and tap 1/2-20. There's just a little step on each side of the knurl, so that's what I'm doing now. At least I'll do one end of it. And now cut off the length just a little bit over half, perhaps 9/16. This is a 1/2 stud in the chuck, so I will screw the workpiece on there and face it off to length, and I have a stop set. The length is 1/2 inch. Okay, I'm just about finished here, but you know what I just discovered when I was using Jeanette's toothbrush here to clean this off real well? You saw how gunked up it was before. There's the trademark, and it is an ENCO TINI Titan. That's why I've been so confused over the years between these different brands. This is the TINI Titan, and this is the Mighty Mite. So they're similar names and similar products, and even the design there is similar. So that's what threw me off. Okay, this is done. Big difference from what Bubba did. Thank you, Bubba, for wasting an hour out of my life remaking this, but I had to take an old 1/2-20 tap and grind it down into more of a bottoming tap than what I had with the bottoming tap over here. Because sometimes a bottoming tap has 1 or 2 tapered teeth, and that doesn't really get you to the bottom. Okay, will it fit? As if I haven't tried it before. And yes, fits nice, doesn't it? Look at this that a viewer just sent to me. Isn't that awesome? Just got that today for a Christmas present. All right, the job is done. Now, no one will ever do this, ever. I mean, ever. But what you might do is other operations or other jobs that require the operations that I just showed you. And remember, the order of operations was very important on a little project like this. Don't cut off the branch you're sitting on. And of course, I made extra knurls in case I goofed it up, but I didn't. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. This is Mr. Pete saying so long for now. When available, be sure and watch my 6-part video series where I make this Atlas gear cutting attachment and show you how to cut gears on the Atlas lathe.